and achieving more. Telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Welcome to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk host, and I want to thank you for being with me this Tuesday, December the 22nd, 2020, 3 days before Christmas, right here on Hallelujah 95.3 FM. Real Talk with Judy is also being viewed on Facebook at Real Talk with Judy and on YouTube at Real Talk with Judy Radio. So if you would just take a few seconds, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share it. So we're going to have a real good talk. Hey, Tawanda, Pastor T is on. I want to thank you all for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. I want you to go ahead and spread the word, like it for me, and share it. Go ahead and share it. This is going to be a good show. We got some good topics. Also, if you have not already subscribed, I would like for you to subscribe to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show on my YouTube channel at Real Talk with Judy live radio. Hello to my mother, Dr. Irma Hunter Wesley. I want to say hello to you. And as y'all know, I am who I am because of her. I want to say thank you, Mama. She's going to have fun today. She got her girls on here. And so we're excited about that. To my awesome and amazing husband, Superintendent Gerald Mandrell, Pastor of Life Changers, Church of God in Christ. He is the reason I get to do what I do, really. He is the reason I get to do what I do. And to all of the business investing sponsors of the Real Talk with Judy live radio show, I want to thank you all so very much for investing this entire year into the Real Talk with Judy show. And they are, I want to list them, Life Changers with Superintendent Gerald Mandrell, Dream Builders, Greatness Center, Child Development Center, Carolyn Waddell, K&D Creative Design and Marketing Solutions, Priscilla John Lewis, Tawanda Davis Photography, Pastor T of Elevate Church, A1 Top Notch Security, Antonio and Felicia Hall, the law offices of Craig J. Brown, PA, Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, Dr. Chuck Ways, Gazer Radio Ministry, Attorneys Judith Harkin, Tracetta Alexander Enterprises, Tracetta Alexander, and Covenant Building Corporation, Harold Lyons. These investors help the wheels of the Real Talk with Judy show to keep moving in Tallahassee, across the nation, and the world worldwide. There are some bigger and greater adventures coming your way from the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. So I want to say, investors, thank you. And I want to invite you to go to my website at www.realtalkwithjudy.com and patronize these investors. They are worth patronizing. They are absolutely fantastic. Also, I want to invite some of you who have yet to become one of the investors in the Real Talk with Judy show to consider becoming one. If you desire to give a financial Christmas gift to the Real Talk with Judy radio show, I invite you to give at my Cash App. That's Real Talk with Judy, or go to my webpage, realtalkwithjudy.com, and give by way of PayPal. Today's show is being co-hosted with the heartbeats of my life. All four of my sisters are going to help me navigate this show today. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Victoria. Doris Strong, good morning, sweetie. Good morning, Antoinette. Angus, all the way from Scotland, and good morning. Terrence Booker and Hannah, good morning. To all of you who are coming on, I want to say good morning to you. It is an absolute honor to have you to join me this morning. And as I stated, my co-hosts this morning are my fabulous sisters, y'all. Y'all know they're my heartbeat. They make everything happen with me. And I want to thank them. First, I want to bring on our oldest sister, Robin Mcfadden, all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Come on in, Robin.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
to be on your show this morning. I feel so happy and proud just to be a part.
And you're beautiful too. 3 days,
Thank
y'all. Her
you.
birthday will be here. Her birthday's on Christmas, and she will be 63. Isn't she beautiful? Next, we have our sister Cindy Holden, all the way from Scotland. Celeste Morningstar, look at her. I want to say happy birthday. Glad to have you, Cindy.
Good to be here.
Absolutely beautiful. It's good to have you here. Then we have the one who run the show, the one and only, our sister Tanya Powell, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Come on, Tanya.
Hello.
Boy, that's some beautiful girls. I tell you, those are my sisters. And last and definitely not least, the baby of the bunch who thinks Tanya run the whole life, Carolyn run my life, Ken Tallahassee and abroad. I bring to you the one and only Carolyn Waddell.
Mhm. Hello, everyone.
Hey, man, it is so good to have you all on with me this morning. I am honored to have you. Greatly appreciate you all. Again, want to say hello to everyone who's coming on. Sister Michelle, how you doing? Yeah, that's our other sister right there, Michelle. Seporia, good morning. Janice, good morning. To everybody, want to say good morning to everyone who's coming on. If you all would, go ahead and share this show. Go ahead and share it now. Go ahead and share it with us. We are honored to be here. And of course, I'm sure my mom probably watching, all 5 of her girls, who's going to give you all a good show this morning. So, sisters, I welcome all y'all back to the Real Talk with Judy show. It is an honor to have y'all here this week. And today we are going to discuss Christmas, gifts that can't be bought. That's what we're going to discuss this morning. Christmas, gifts that can't be bought. Father, we ask you to bless this show, touch some heart, inspire, motivate, and encourage, and increase hope. Amen. So, give. And we all know that the reason for this season, the reason why we're having this great big celebration in the month of December is because of Jesus. Mother Cobra, hello. Danette, all the way from Carolina. Thank you. First Lady Cobra, thank you. So we know that the birth of Jesus is the reason for the celebration during this season. We know that that is the ultimate reason why we're celebrating this December. But we want to talk about gifts. Gifts. And gifts is defined as a thing given willingly to someone without payment, meaning that they don't have to pay us for that. So it's a present, it's a gift, right? And I believe the greatest gift mankind has ever received is the gift of Jesus the Christ and the love of God. And God gave Jesus because he loved us. My sisters, in your opinion, what is the reason, or what are some reasons people give gifts? What is the reason, or what are the reasons
I,
people give gifts?
I'm gonna step up first on this because I don't see anybody else going. So I'm gonna go ahead. I often have a conversation with my children about gift giving, and
Mhm,
I find now this is in my humble opinion that
mhm.
gift giving is usually more about the giver than it is the receiver. When you give a gift, you are looking for a good feeling. You get a gift yourself because you're looking for a good feeling. You're trying to make somebody
Wow.
happy. You're trying to make yourself happy. So when I give you a gift, it's really more about me than it is you. I want you to be pleased with the feeling I get by giving you that gift because I know it's something that will make you happy, and it's made
Okay.
me happy by giving it to you. So I think the gift giving is about the giver.
Wow, that's an interesting point, Cindy. So, and it does make you feel, just what you're talking about, that it does make you feel good when you give someone a gift.
It
It,
does.
it really does. It make you feel good, especially
Mhm.
when they act like they're excited that you're giving them the gift.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's cool. Yeah, that's a
One
that's a
other
good
thing, Judy,
perspective.
Dr. Judy, when I give someone something, and I often do, and I'll say, don't tell anyone, or I'll give someone something without them knowing that I gave it to them. It
Yeah.
even makes me feel better. So that person has received something, they don't know it's from me, and they feel good about it. I even feel even better about it that they don't know it's from me.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good perspective. I love that.
But
Sisters?
then on the other hand, I have this thing that I don't like about the receiver. People that when you give a gift and when you receive a gift, I believe that the receiver should be more grateful that the person even thought of them. Some people are very ungrateful. They're not thankful, and they don't remember when a person give you a gift and they hand you the gift and you say thank you. But I feel once you open the gift, you should send a text or email or call and say thank you for the gift, because it leaves it like you don't know if the person really liked the gift. I know they're saying thank you, but you don't know what's in the box or in the bag or in the card, and it's only proper to respond back to say thank you. The receiver have to understand that sometimes those people maybe use their last to be thoughtful of you. So it's very important that, when you're receiving something, that you show gratitude of the person that's giving.
Okay. Well, we got two good perspectives on that. I like both of those comments. I know sometimes I've given gifts and no one have said thank you, but it does if you know, say thank you. But at the same time, when the giver is given, you have to make sure that what you're giving is really coming from your heart, right? And
Right.
so and so sometimes whether a person say thank you or not, it still make you feel good. But you do want them to say thank you if they know, but if they don't, it still make you feel good that you're giving it to them. Everybody jump in. These are some
Yes,
good
absolutely.
perspectives.
Absolutely.
I would say the reason why I give, because it's just in me to give. I love being a blessing to people. I love seeing people smile, happy, whether it's someone I know.
Yeah.
And usually it's family. You want to bless them. You want to just give to them because you love them. They're a family. But for people that you don't necessarily have a relationship with, or you don't know, just to be a blessing, just to brighten up someone day, just to see someone smile. And you just never know what people are dealing with, especially during the Christmas time. And so that's why I give, because I just love to give and I love to bless people, and to see people happy and joyful.
Yeah. It's nothing like for me when you give somebody something and they just happy. I mean, it's like a joy come to them, but a joy does come to you. I mean, I'm like y'all. I get so excited when you give somebody and they're like, "Oh my God, thank you!" And it doesn't matter. It's not the price. I think people feel good that somebody thought about them, And I
Yes.
feel good just seeing people smile. Who that?
Yes.
Robin, you probably forgot the question because we're getting some good
No,
conversation.
I agree with what everybody is saying, but
Uh-huh.
it always feel good when you are able to give. But some people
Oh,
can't even give to anybody. Like a
yeah.
blessing, and you feel good when you're able to give it to someone. And then they appreciate what you're giving them, and they let you know that they appreciate it.
Yeah. You know what? Y'all got some good perspective here. It does feel good when you can give because there have been times that you haven't been able to give a gift and you really wanted to. Am I right? You really
It's
wanted to
true.
give somebody a gift, but you just financially, you just wasn't able to give it. And to me, my reason for giving gifts is to show people that I am grateful for them, and that I value your role that you play in my life, or just to say thank you and to make people feel appreciated and loved. And to me, it's a good thing to give gifts to people, tangible gifts. And it's not all about the price, it's about you giving, right? and
Yeah.
it's how you make people feel. But I agree, it makes you feel so good when you're able to give something to somebody, to give a bag of oranges, anything.
Right.
Yep, yep.
I agree, Pastor Judy. And a lot of times we think about, when we think about giving, we automatically equate that to finances.
Yeah.
But you can give your service, your time, writing a letter
Oh
to
God.
someone to let them know how much you appreciate them or what they mean to you and things like that. And so there are many ways to give. It's just not financially or going to buy something to give someone, but you have to really be intentional
Yeah.
about it and be creative about it. Um, like I said, service, um, writing a letter, calling them, expressing. There are different things that you can do to give. And I think that's what people get so like depressed and things because, oh, I don't have the money and blah, blah, blah. But there are other ways that you can give to people to let them know that how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, how much you care for them, and all of those things.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this show is about. Because sometimes we get so caught up in that you have to give material things.
Mm.
But in the climate of our world, in the place of how we live, so many people have lost their jobs. This Christmas, some people are going to be very sad because they're not able to go home. They're not able to be with their loved one. They're going to be at home, some by themselves. And so that's what this show is all about. We wanted us to understand that some of the most in our tangible gifts make you happy. And we know that happiness depends on what's happening to you. But the intangible gifts can be everlasting. As Carolyn said, we have to be creative. She talked about writing a letter and stuff like that. Since Cameron has gotten older, she creates so much of her own personal gifts to me. And those are more valuable um than her going to the store just buying stuff. Y'all jump in on there. So we need the give. I see Angus Janice Conley said giving a gift is not material, not just material thing. And Carolyn, you're right. I think that we have gotten so that we got to go and spend all this money. Angus, Christmas can be very lonely time for many people. What about those who cannot afford to put food on the table, let alone gifts? My God. Perhaps the gift of love and friendship is the greatest gift one can give. Angus, thank you, because that's exactly where we're going. That's exactly where we're going. Things that's not tangible.
That's
Friendship.
true.
Y'all come on and talk about it. Come on, sisters, talk about it.
Is- and as we think about that, he said no food or whatever. As I always say, whenever I'm able to say it, and I say it often throughout the day, if you need food or you need anything, you can call 211. You never have to be lonely. You can call them; they'll talk to you. Um, and it's very important that you think of the elderly during this time, and you think of the single parent who may not be able to buy your child anything. But just think of others, look around at your neighbors and stuff like that, and let everybody show a heart of gratitude and think of others. But one thing I know for sure, 211 works around the US of A. I don't know about the outside of the country at this time, but I know if you call them, they have resources for everything that you could think of. And you don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be sad. I do think of others often, and during this holiday, I try to remember people who have lost people this year. And I know that this time is going to be very difficult for thousands of people. So I think it's so important that we do take the time out to just show gratitude and show love and show concern for others, because it is, unfortunately, it is a sad time. I don't like for people to say how sad the holidays are, because this holiday is so important. This is Jesus' birthday, and that's the great sacrifice that God made for us. So it's so important that we shouldn't be so down. We should have a heart of gratitude, but at the same time, there's going to be a lot of lonely people. Just
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
I had 15, I woke up to 15 text messages and 10 calls about people who can't pay their rent. they need food, they need this. And I referred them back to 211. I told them, unfortunately, I personally can't help them this go around. However, I do have a lot of resources. So I sent them a lot of resources. And one lady said to me, well, what if they don't help? And I'm unfortunately, I said, well, you knew this yesterday and you knew this a week ago, and I can't just help you pay $100 hotel room. So, what I'm saying is, but you can give them resources. You can, and I prayed with her and stuff like that. And I don't think she was grateful for that because she's looking for money. But at the same time, I think it's just very important that we do, show love and call a person that you haven't called in a while, just check on your family and your friends and strangers.
Yeah. And see, that's why we want to do the intangible gifts. It's a year-long investment. It lasts forever. He talked about the friendship and the family and all that. It lasts forever. And some people would not have food. Unfortunately, some people would not have. You got people. I know here in Tallahassee, they're giving out everywhere. We did a smaller number, so we can try to reach a smaller group, and some of them may have gone to the Second Harvest or the farm share. But y'all know this is, and we just didn't get lonely here in December. They have been hurting for a while, and so if we can give the um, unconditional love, unwavering love, just sometimes our presence, sometimes just being in the presence of somebody
That's true.
make a difference. A hug, however you hug with your mask on or hitting your elbow, whatever you do, a genuine smile, and y'all forgiveness.
True.
We got, and I want to say, because all of us going to be somewhere one time, and we don't want. So y'all, come on. What's some more intangible things that you can give to people?
I would
Beautiful
say.
smile.
Oh, go ahead, Ron.
Smile goes a long ways.
What'd you
Smile
say?
goes a long. A
Oh,
phone
yes,
call,
ma'am.
a smile goes a long
Yes.
way. Calling them up goes a long way. You may not have money. You may not be able to give them money, but just call and see how they're doing. Any other way you can help them. It's not always finance. It could be other ways.
Yeah. And like Terrence just said, hello. Like the man said last night, Ross said like, good morning.
Yes.
You will be surprised at how important it is just to say good morning. A smile goes a long ways. And somebody said, Judy, you always smiling. I said, but you smile back. I don't like people just looking all serious and mean
Right.
and all. Put a smile on your face. It makes people. You never know what a person is going through, and to see a smile when you're in the store, even at the grocery store. If a cashier ain't smiling to me, I'm like, she said that'll be $40.
You sure do.
I sure do. That'll be $40. And I just stand there. She said, ma'am, that'll be $40.
You do.
Smile at me. I'm not giving you my money. You're not smiling. She talking about, well, I just smile, or either I would take it all off and go to another register.
Right. You do.
I sure do. Because, smile at me. You don't know. I could be going out to have my last meal. You don't know. So smile.
Tell them, Dr. Judy, you'll talk to mannequins if no one talk to you. Sorry. Now, that is true. That is true.
But that's because I thought the mannequin was real. But I will talk back to you now, because I want to know. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. You're very friendly.
What's going on? If I'm eating at a restaurant, I do not want the waiter or the waitress to serve me. And
That's true. That is true.
And y'all have been with me. If I get on the plane and that stewardess or steward is not smiling, I want to know. I want to see the pilot. Because if that pilot ain't smiling, he might be mad with his wife.
Right.
Or somebody. And right, Deborah Lord, just a listening ear. Let people rant to you. Just let them talk. Just let them go on and on. Y'all see how my family listen?
Do you remember when the guy that from Walgreens, his name was Charlie, and remember he decided he just wanted to sing to me, and he was just singing along, and I videoed him singing. But he said he told the manager at Walgreens that was a wonderful day for him because he had fallen and hurt himself, but he just wanted to sing, and I let him sing, and you just don't know. I go out my way every day, and I find something nice to say to someone when I'm out. If I'm out, I don't go out much, but when I'm out, I say, "Oh, your hair look pretty," or "nice shoes," or "your shirt look nice," and you just see them just glow. That's what we should do. We should just take the time just to say something nice to someone.
Yeah, what else can we do, y'all? What else? We got listening here. We got being there. You understand? Even our listeners are saying some good stuff. What else can we do?
We can volunteer our time to some of these community centers, shelters, the homeless shelter, homes where kids, I think they have homes for abusive, for domestic violence. Giving up our time of serving others. I know during these holiday seasons, they're feeding families and things like that. You can give your time like that, serving, help serving, whatever you can do for a family member. You call them up, ask them, is there anything that I could do? I mean, just go sit with them and listen to them like we just stated. And there are all kind of things you can do. And I think with our kids, and I like what Priscilla used to do with her kids, because sometimes kids can be so entitled and they're used to getting, but teach them also how to give to others and not just want to be on the receiving end, but have them volunteer during these holiday seasons to other youth, and by encouraging them and just being a helping hand to them as well.
Anyone else? Come on. Let's see. Janice Carley said, what did she say? She said, our greatest gift is love. God is love. He showed this to us every day. Tell someone you love them. Let them know they matter. Let them know we all have something to give. Encouraging word, prayer, compliment. That compliment is so important.
Yes.
Oh,
It is.
God. That compliment, and we can always, oh, wow, that's a pretty shirt. Oh, wow, those earrings are pretty.
Yes.
I mean, and y'all are right. Yes, Robin, you're quite beautiful. And y'all, she ain't playing. My sister Robin lives for us to compliment her.
Yes.
And guess what? We give it to them, but we give it to each other.
That's right.
And one of the things about my sisters that I love and me is that we are each other's biggest supporters, biggest courage. And I like Zoom because now Cindy get to participate. My sister Cindy, Celeste, she lives in Scotland. But this Zoom is putting all us together all the time. We talk. My husband said, y'all talk all day long. But y'all, we love each other. And this is what we want to give to everybody else. But we know if nobody else is there, we know is going to be with you, including our husbands and our brother and my mama. Okay? But that's gifts of love.
Yeah,
love is unconditional. Love is unconditional. Love takes a lot. Oh my God. And y'all, we need it. And that listening ear, Tanya, letting Charlie play, y'all, it costs us nothing.
Nothing.
Carolyn, and like you said, teaching our children not to be entitled.
Exactly.
Priscilla had her girls out there at the homeless shelter, and now Caitlin has started her whole business. Why? Because that's how she raised. But we got children, they get mad and cuss their parents out because they're not going to get a new pair of shoes. Honey, they will be walking in shoe socks.
They'll be walking with rocks tied to their feet.
Something. They would be doing the Flintstones.
Not get a pair of shoes.
They would not get a pair of shoes.
If they're being rude and
Exactly.
disrespectful, no.
Bad.
No.
Yes.
And that's
On
real
the
talk.
flip, and then on the flip side of that, we as parents, sometimes we feel okay, giving, materialistic is,
Right.
all that the kids want. But we never spend that quality time with them to sit down and
Yeah,
talk
quality
to
time
them.
is very important.
They need us. Yes, they love it, but they want that we need to be that support for them emotionally,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
spiritually,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
physically. And a lot of times, yeah, we feel okay, we give them, we like to say, oh, y'all got it good, we get this. But are you spending quality time with them, that one-on-one? Are you actually into them, checking on them, talking to them, having conversations with them, showing them some attention?
That's good.
And so that's another point that I wanted to make, how we can give to our kids and either other people,
Yeah.
be in
And
tune to them, really be into them, give them some attention, show them that you care, talk to them, having these deep conversations and things like that. Because yeah, when a child feels loved by their parent, it's all inclusive of you
Wow.
being there for them, spending quality time. Y'all going out to the park, you putting your phone down, you're not on your laptop, but you're into your children, you're paying them some attention, and you're being intentional about that.
and that's very important, Carolyn, because my field of work that I work in is I had this very, very, very well-to-do family. And how I got involved is that they were all at the table eating, and after they finished eating, the son went in the room and he hurt himself, and that's how I got involved. And when I went to the home, the parent was saying, well, they live in a mansion, $1 million mansion, and this very well-to-do family. And the father was like, well, he has everything, and da 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 da. And he kept on, and I listened to him, and I said, sir, you say he has everything, but apparently he doesn't have the attention that he needed. Then he wouldn't have did what he did. I said, but the problem is this. And he looked at me, and I said, what to do at dinner? And then he took the camera, and we rolled back the camera because they had cameras in their home. And what they did was they was like this. Everybody was like this.
Everybody's on the.
But
Yes.
the little boy didn't have his phone. He was sitting there like this, looking at the family with the thing, and you could see the distress on his face. You could see the worrying on his face. So I brought, and that's what I'm saying to everyone. When you spending time with someone, pay attention to their demeanor. Pay attention to the way they talk, the way they're looking. Because sometimes those are signal. People say, well, we didn't know. You did know because they said it. The other day, I was talking to someone, and a young lady wrote on Facebook that she needed a break from her child. And a person said, well, she's gonna have to figure it out. And then I said, well, if we get the notice next day that the baby's floating or she's over here, then what's gonna happen? She wrote it out that she needs a break. So what I'm saying, what Carolyn is saying is so important. We must pay attention to these signs. We must pay that undivided, unjudgmental attention. Because when our children are talking or when our family members are talking, we can't look at them in our eyes of the judgmental eye. It's very important that we hear them, that we let them know it's okay. And some things they're going to say to us might not be really pleasing to us, but we have to look at it and try to make them feel how we can work it out together. They're not alone in this.
That's right.
And that's so important in the world. You're not alone. Everything is workable. Everything is fixable. We can work it out. It might not be your type of work it out, but we can work it out. We can work it out. And just one more thing. I just want to say, one time I removed these kids, and the father was very angry with me. And he said, why did you remove my kids? I said, because your kids need a safe place, and you needed a safe place, and you all needed to work it out. And then when you come back together, you're going to be whole. You're going to feel better. How about 6 months later, I worked very hard with him to get him where where we needed him to be. And when he got where he needed to be, this man was so grateful. This man was so great. When I tell you, I was every N word in the world, but he was so grateful that I took his children to get them in a safe place, and to get him in a safe place. Everybody got the help. Now they're with no more reports, and they're doing very well.
Deborah Lord said she's at the drive-through, and she just used one of my quotes. Deborah, what you said to the people? Did you tell that girl to smile? She probably didn't smile, or he. The problem, that's another one. I don't like the drive-through people either handing me my food like this. Don't hand me my food like that.
That's what
Go ahead, Sydney.
Okay. Well, I'm so sorry about earlier, guys. I was having technical difficulties.
Okay.
My computer, so I had to change my PC. I'm going to tell you something. At the end of the day, when you're talking about gift giving for the giver and the givee, it's all about values. What that person values, no matter what.
True.
Well, a person values peace. What a gift for them would be peace, something to do with peace. A child may value a toy. A mother may value time alone or peace. But how you value things is going to reflect on how you give and how you receive. You may value something. My husband may give me a beautiful watch, but if I don't value watches, the given experience is going to be different from what he expected it to be for me. Thank you for that watch. I didn't really want it. I understand you gave it to me from your heart, and I love you for it. But the way I receive that watch is going to be dependent upon my values. That's why you shouldn't be unequally yoked when you are married, when you're friends, when you're an employee, because you should be knowing where your values lay. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you are dealing with, your values are going to play the most important part.
That's true. That's true. Joyce Wells Mack, my friend since 10-year-old, I think. We were 10, now we're 61. So, friend of 51 years. Wow, that's a long time. She said, sometimes when people are lonely, invite them to go on a walk with you. Go back to what Carolyn said, being creative. Invite them to go on a walk. If they don't like to walk, they might want to sit on your porch. My neighbor across the street said before the end of 2020, she want me to come sit on her porch with her and just swing in that chair. Swing. She got a swing on her porch.
Be nice and go, Judy.
She trying to get me on that swing. I'm gonna go. I told her she just make sure that swing's sturdy. Because I don't want to sit on that little swing. It's a little swing. I don't want to sit on that little swing and fall off. And so that's what we have to do. Go back to value. My other neighbor loved cats. And she's been trying to get me to go do cats. Come play with her. I'm not playing with no cats. But she sent me pictures. We talk about cats. And y'all know what I had to do in order to send it, go back to the value. In order to make her know that I appreciate what I went and learned about cats. I'm not going to play with them, but I learned, so when we're talking, at least I can show an interest in what her values are. And her values are animals. And so to make our conversation
shared values.
Yes, to the both of us, I went and learned what she loved. Okay, and she talked to me about people because I love people, and she always talking to me about different people, different races, different cultures. She said, this is going to make Sister Girl better because you're going to be well versed. Well, it goes back to our values.
Yeah.
Making people just feel good. Those are gifts that cannot be bought.
Exactly. And another thing, when I was at work, they did the Secret Santa, and they asked you to put 3 things down that you would like because they would give you something every day off that list. So I wrote down a $5 gift card to McDonald's. The other thing was some banana now laters, and the third thing was my gift. The gift was black crew socks. So the person who had me kept going around to everyone and saying, can you believe Powell only wants a $5 gift card to McDonald's? So I'm looking at everyone's list, but they had the name up, but no one's name on it. And they said, so everybody was like, wow, who wants that? So everyone had like Victoria's Secret, Michael Kors, this and that. I said, listen, I don't have anyone to buy me something that I can buy myself. I'm just want you to show me a list. Show me gratitude and, and just buy me something that I don't want you to go try to break your bank trying to buy for me. So when I tell you, she could not get over that. So she went out and she bought 3 $5 gift cards for McDonald's, and then she bought a big old tube of what she did is bought this big thing of sorted now ladies, but she picked out all the bananas and bought me and filled it up with all the banana now ladies, and then she bought me 5 packs of black socks, and I was like, listen, and I was very grateful and I was thankful, but I'm just saying people don't understand when you give them. Sometimes when you tell them, little things, they don't really realize that you're very grateful for those things. So, just saying,
Yeah, Janice Davis Richardson stated that given what you said about giving attention to your loved ones, Carolyn, she said, I have to do better with that as a caregiver. And y'all, that's what this is about. We want us to look at what we're doing and see how we can do better. Can we give better? And let me tell you, some of these children, some husbands, some people, when they see you giving to everybody else, sacrificing everybody else, won't change your schedule for them. It goes back to what Tanya said, we have to pay attention. Because sometimes we think that we're giving people what they want, and we got to always rush, or we got to go be with this one, go do this, go do that. But it means a whole lot sometimes when we just said, look, I'm going to have to reschedule with you. I have to be with my sisters. I have to be with my daughter, my sons. A caregiver, Janice, that's a hard job. We watch Dr. Marcella Torres take care of her mother. My sister Tanya is primarily taking care. She's a primary caregiver for our mother. Priscilla take care of her grandmother and her mother. Both have dementia. One have dementia, I think, and the other one have Alzheimer's. And then she works full time and all of this. But to give that undivided attention, just when they can hear you, and I think that's what people never know, the simplest gift. That's right, Sephora, could mean so much to others. I think she had put something on there earlier about not having finances, but you all know when that's so true. It's been time I couldn't give them gifts, but I did other things with them, and we did it together, and they wasn't worried about gift. And you have done an excellent job with your children. You make up all kinds of stuff. Y'all make up stuff, and that's what it's about. You want your children, you want your family, you want everybody to know that they're important to you. And in that moment, when you're with them, that's the most important thing. When I eat with people and I know they're on their phone all the time, they don't want to be there. That's what it shows.
That's right.
They do not want to have lunch with you. They do not want to eat with you. If they always on the phone, you are not their focus. And that moment is not important to them. And so you just go on.
By the way, Janice is our cousin, Judy. Janice Davis is our cousin. I just want you to acknowledge it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, cousin.
Do you know?
Sorry, I just wanted you to acknowledge who she was.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Do you know that if you're giving gifts to someone and you want to give a gift, look at what they value. Look at if this person values spending time with you, if they value cats, and you can tell by what they do or what they talk about, what they value. If you have a person who's always talking about perfume or fashionable clothes or cars, or if you have a person who's always talking about soap operas or reality TV, or you can tell by what a person talks about, what they do, who they spend time with. You can tell what they value. So once again, this is about gift giving, either what you value or what they value. If Judy liked her neighbor across the street with all the cats, and gave her dog presents, what does
Right.
that say about Judy?
Right.
Either she really doesn't care about her neighbor, how her neighbor feels, or she doesn't like her neighbor and she's trying to be funny. Do you see what I mean? So the gift given, and you don't give a cat lady dog stuff and expect her to be grateful. That's just wrong. It's rude. So I think that we have to also be considerate gift givers. Don't give me something you know I don't like.
Exactly.
That says more about you than it does about me.
Yeah. And so, and what we want you all to understand, Deborah got something on there. What we really want us to understand is that y'all, regardless of the tangible, I can do better reaching out to my friends, letting
Yes,
them know
Deborah.
that I'm thinking about them, tell about what they can do for me
So
and what they
important.
give me. Their friendship, the love is enough, and they give me so much for that. I want to be a better friend as it relates to
Yes.
contact and letting them know that I'm thinking of them. And that's
That
this
is
season is
so
all about.
important. Yes,
That's
so
what this is.
important.
That's what this is about. Letting people know that you
Yes.
value them.
Yes.
Letting them know that you care. You know, that's what this is about. When we go to our mailbox, when I go to my mailbox out here, my neighbors be waiting. All of my neighbors are senior citizens. All of them. And so we live in a cul-de-sac. So I bought me a house coat, a lounger, whatever you call it, because they like to wear it. And so around about 8 o'clock in the morning, they all come out checking their mailbox. So the other day I came out in my lounger. They talking about, oh, yeah. I said, it's cold out here talking with y'all early in the morning. But it's just to show. I don't do it every morning. It's just to show people that you care.
That's nice.
So that's all it's about. Just we were getting our nails done. Me and Pastor. Pastor paid for mine, so I paid for the other old lady. And people kept telling me, she got her eyebrows done too. I'm like, hey, didn't I tell y'all? And don't tell her. I didn't want
Right.
her to know. I just wanted to see the smile on her face. And y'all,
Right. That was
that's
nice.
what this show is about.
You
Asking
know,
you to
I
make
know Tanya
somebody.
wanted. I know Tanya want to say it, Judy, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it as well. You know that you're elderly too, right? I'm just putting it out there for you.
Oh, see, I thought you was going to call a little bra.
Your neighbors are elderly,
You
but
know
you
what?
do so.
Everything is
All
well
of my
said
neighbors are
today.
over 70.
Everything
Oh,
is well said today. But
What
the reason we know so much about love and
is our
giving
mother.
is my mom.
That's
We were
right.
taught that she gave us everything
Yes.
we needed and a
And
lot
one.
of the things we wanted. I have the best Christmas all the time. It's my birthday. I get my gift for Christmas. I get my gifts for birthdays. I have birthday parties during Christmas time. I have everything. So the reason we love so hard and know what to do and what to give and how to show it because of our mom.
That's
That's right.
right.
Exactly.
I just had to say that.
Exactly.
She
Dr.
said,
Irma
"This mom
Hunter
knew all
Wesley.
this."
Yes.
Now that's right. Irma Hunter West. That's good, Robert, because we value time.
That's right.
That's right.
We just
Mm,
value being together.
that's right.
We value. We do. We
Yes.
value
In the
talking to
morning
each
when
We
y'all
will,
block
we
me,
will fly across the whole world for each other.
Yes.
they
Right.
block
other.
me. They block me. I'm going to say this for everybody to hear. My sisters block me in the morning when I try to call them and say good morning.
Cindy,
Yes, we do. We do. And you're going to be blocked tomorrow.
because Cindy lives in Scotland and she's 5 hours
5
ahead of us,
hours
5
difference.
hours
5 hours ahead, and so she calls at
or
very
7.
Who sleep 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning? I mean, up 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, my time. Who sleep?
all of us.
All of us.
And my sister Carolyn, our sister Carolyn, like to call you around about 11:30 or 12.
Right. The Lord talks to Carolyn at 12, but I want Carolyn and the Lord to talk to each other. I want to be in that conversation.
And, y'all,
Amen. Amen.
and this is what is the saying? People don't know. People don't care how much you know. Is that right?
Right.
Until
Something
they
like
care, until they know how much you care.
What you
Is
said.
that
yeah,
right?
something like that. We got it.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about, y'all. You just And it doesn't cost money to do that.
Right. I want to go back to mom right quick. You
Yeah, I
know,
was gonna,
for years, our mom always made sure the neighbors ate before we ate. Y'all know that. You remember before we ate,
Yes.
neighbors, but those neighbors have died, but we still have a couple. So it was so funny. Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving, the neighbor down the street there, he was sitting in the yard and he kept looking and looking. So finally, Ann called me and she said she had a whole turkey and a whole basket and everything. And I said, oh, Ann, yeah, let me give it to the neighbor. So Ann took it to the neighbor. And the first thing the man said, oh, I know Miss Wesley would never forget us. And, you know, and I told Ann, because Andrea Henn is our god sister, but Ann has that same heart. Ann went to so many food drives so that she can help families because of what mom put into her. So Ann fed 10 families during Thanksgiving. We fed 5 families during Thanksgiving. And, you know, and then you go around and it's just because it's what's instilled in you, the love. But I always make sure too, I think of the other elderly people. And, you know, I give them things and they go, oh, thank you. And then they'll call mom out the blue. Oh, you know, your daughter texted me or your daughter sent me this. Mama, so she did. Because I just know how I feel. And I know that I make sure that my mom is loved. She's not lonely. She's not forgotten and things of that nature. And that's all you need to do. You got to take time and have patience with your elderly family members. Don't wait till they die and you try to pull them out the grave.
now listen here.
You know, they're screaming and hollering. And I'm like, but you didn't. When the last time you visited them? You're screaming and hollering, but you didn't visit them.
Exactly.
Sit down. Because I'm telling you, if that happened with anybody in our family and these 4 are alive, well, not Robin. Robin won't do it.
Robin's crying. You know, they hired Robin for funerals.
But the other 4 of us will do it. Anybody come up there trying to pull somebody out of casket and all that, and you ain't visit them and all that kind of stuff, I promise you, we're probably either going to push you over there or we're going to come and escort you to the back of the church. Because
well, Dr. Judy, I just did
for people, y'all hear me? Do for people while they're living.
Yes.
Tell people how much you love them while they are alive. Show care for people right now.
Yes.
We got time. We don't know how much time we have, but tell people you love them. My mom, our mom, she tell us she loves. She ain't gonna talk long to you.
That's right.
She gonna tell us she loves us. She wants us to call her every single day. And I call her at 7 o'clock. She says, something must be wrong with you. It's nighttime. Don't be calling me at night. I've been up all day.
But Judy, why she want you to call it at 7?
Because she's watching Wheel of Fortune, and then she's going to watch Jeffrey, and then she's going to bed.
That's right.
And let me tell you, some people think sometimes that I'm just doing things for show. I can't help what I was talking to my mom, and I said, Mom, all of your children are just like you are. Just like my mom and dad. Mom, they have buried people in St. John's suits. They have buried people. They have paid for funerals. My mom has so much influence and stuff in Fort Lauderdale. It is ridiculous. But they taught us this as a child. You want your child to be loving? Show love to your children. Show love to your children. Show love to your children. And when you get older, they will love you. Yeah, they will love you. Show love to your children. And sometimes you can trace it back while children do what they do. Because that's what you did.
Exactly.
Absolutely. See, my children see me love my mother. Sorry, Robin.
Go ahead, baby.
My children see me love my mother. They see me love my sisters. They hear me talking to my sisters. They hear me talking. We live far away, but my daughter says, "Is that Auntie Tanya? Is that Auntie Robin? You know what? Oh, is that Grandmama?" They hear me respecting and loving, and they do the same. My daughter says, "Mama, I'll never put you in a care home." And I say, "Molly, please put me in a care home." She's like, I can't take it. Not in my age.
All right, Cindy.
That can't be bought.
That's right. That's all the gifts that can't be bought. That's right.
You can't buy those gifts.
You can't.
You know, and you know what? I want people to know that Dr. Judy, my sister, is who she is, and she's not phony, because I get very agitated when I hear people saying that she's playing. No, she's not. My sister says she's been in this world. My mom can tell you.
All her life.
All her life. And I don't mean any harm, but I always say, you're always bringing some stragglers along. You're going to get this one. You're going to get that one and this one, that one. Can we have a break? And she was like, well, they not stragglers. And I was like, well, they whatever. But, and she really, 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 in the depths of her heart, if she say it, she live it. She's not phony. And because I'm not a liar, and I don't care who you are, I'm going to tell it. And my sister really, really do love people. She love people, and she's out there in that community. She really love it. If she didn't love it, she won't be there. And so the Tallahassee and the surrounding areas, Dr. Judy is who she is. You either take it or you leave it.
You know what? I want to tell you something else. If she doesn't like you, there will be no doubt in your mind. Don't think she's phony. If she doesn't like you, you don't have to guess about it. You really don't.
You either.
You really don't.
And she's definitely a real woman of God.
Yes, she is.
I walked with that sister when she wasn't saved.
That's right.
So I know you got God in your life. I know she's a Christian and she loves people and she is really saved. And she's telling you the truth. When she preaches, she's telling the truth. God knows she is.
That's right. That's right. And she loves my sister. She loves the Lord, and she loves the church, and she loves seriously. And sometimes you might get on her nerves, and sometimes she could be a little strong with her words, but she doesn't mean any harm. She wants you to do better. She wants you to be better. So just take it with love, and and this is why she has this radio show, because we felt when it was the opportunity to present it to her, we felt that she need to be shared around the world, and eventually she's going to be on TV. So y'all keep her in your prayers, and we just love you, Judy. We just appreciate everything you do, and you keep on keeping on, and you got to remember all those haters, and that Jesus had Judas, so you got to have the haters too. You're not better than Jesus, so you got to judge, but you ain't Jesus.
I want to say one more thing. Okay, so here. So now my sisters are saved. Okay, and Judy's a good person. So all these people who do the backstabbing stuff and say bad things, they won't get you, but I will, and you'll never see them coming.
Amen.
You'll never see me coming.
Let me tell you something. My sister,
save the Lord.
But Kendall, what you talking about? All y'all just light.
I just come up with it.
And you know what? And you know what? I am honored to have y'all on today. It means a lot. It means a lot to me when you have family and real people in your family, like family.
True.
It means a whole lot. And I absolutely Nick said the Judy League. And Nick is
all right, Nick.
Don't touch it.
That's Judy, true. You didn't like that.
Joyce said, what Joyce said, Priscilla? Joyce said
she has been Judy since the day I met her.
Oh,
yeah.
That's very true.
Yes.
And so
we get together, we give, we help each other out, and we help others out. And one thing about it, if you're around us, you're going to grow. And we're not perfect, but we're perfect together. And the thing is this, people say, well, why do you say if you're around us? Because first of all, we have the college degrees. We're married. We're well-to-do. We're not stragglers, not hood rats. And I'm sorry, that's the way we were raised. We were raised to think of your name and be important of your name. So that's why people around us, we push you for greater. We push you to do better. We push you to dress good, to comb your hair, to smell good, to walk with your head up high. And those are very things important to make it in life. Just like if I was able to do it, you too. I'm not better than you, but I'm working to be better.
Right. Yes. Mama always said, your name means a lot.
Yes.
Your name means something. So it's what you do out there, speak for you. So just be careful what you do.
And the thing is about us as well, and as Tanya said, we're my brother Chico always says, I'm not bragging if it's true. So the thing is, we are all people, we are wealthy people, and we're not talking about money wealth.
That's right.
talk about money, and I'm talking about love wealth. We're wealthy people. And,
Yeah.
we buy for each other. We go out to restaurants, and we can all afford to pay for our own meals. Heck, we can afford to pay for everybody at the table's meal. But sometimes we'll say, you know what, I got you. You know what? I'll pay for yours. Or, I'll pay for yours. And you know what? My sister, I'm not going to tell you, one sister, I was ordering some things to send to back to America. I mean, back to Scotland from America, because I'm telling you, you can't get anything here like grits and stuff. You can forget that. Anyway, so my sister said, you know what? I'll get that for you. I'm like, you know what? That's really kind. I didn't ask her to, she didn't have to, and I could afford to get it, but she got it for me. That meant something. It's a small thing, but it really meant something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of love that you're talking about.
That's love, right?
That's love, and that's what it's about, y'all. And that's what we want to spread this season. I remember my birthday party. Nick came in. Tanya, you remember Nick, don't you? Nick
That's
came.
why I said he grilled the food for us.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he came and cooked all the food and charged us absolutely nothing. But it's the love, y'all. And this is what I promise you. I promise you, when you give love genuinely, it really does come back to you.
It does.
It does. It does.
Give love genuinely, it comes back to you and it stays with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have to know who loves you for real
Mm-hmm.
and who just love you to get over.
That's true.
And not really love.
And you know what?
Time tell everything. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and we are a very outgoing family. Joyce has been a part of this family since we were 10, I believe.
Yes.
And she and her family. Her mom and daddy had a whole bunch of children.
Oh well, they multiply, honey.
They had a whole bunch of children. But their family was close. I think about 12 or 14 now. Joyce.
I thought they had 16.
16? No, that's the sneeze. Oh no, the sneeze had 21.
The 21.
Down there, Pompano. I don't know.
The Macintosh at 21.
Yeah. And so y'all, this is what, and I'm gonna have each one of my sisters to say something before we close out. But one of the things,
Cindy, Cynthia.
No, we don't have to. We'll have to. We're on Facebook. They done took us off the radio. But we're on.
He was late. You should still be on.
Don't bother him. We just went off, so I've been on the extra minute. But I just want to say I really appreciate my sisters. I appreciate everyone who keep coming back to this broadcast.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate the support of my community. I appreciate the support of Reverend Holmes. And I call him this is Reverend Holmes' station that we're on. But I appreciate him. Dot D, Miss Monique, Miss Dot, everybody. Priscilla and Danette, I didn't know that's my covenant friend. Tawanda, Cameron, if y'all heard my phone ring, it's lunchtime.
Right.
And she don't play by her lunch. She don't play. But my mama, my mother, and my dad, they are the reason you see us here. That is no joke. Our parents instilled into us, if you can't give money, that life ain't always about material things. They taught us that. They taught us to love each other. And every Monday morning, Monday morning, at 6 a.m., around about 6:15, my mother always tell us, love each other.
Mm-hmm.
She always tell us to watch our words to everybody and to each other. She tell us that, and she tell us to forgive. My mother is 81 years old, but she's still instilling to us the principle of loving each other and loving people. And I can honestly say that all six of us, that's my brother too, and our sister Michelle, all of us are showing to the best of our ability to love each other and to be there. We love us. We do. We get on each other's nerves.
God knows.
Yes.
make people that they make each other mad. I don't really make them mad, but
How about
What?
you the main one, that mouth.
and if y'all really look at it, who got the mouth? That's right, Tanya. But we appreciate everybody, and we're getting ready to get off. But right before we do, we want to okay, we're gonna have to hurry up. So if y'all would, and to everybody who's been on here, every comment, I hope y'all will share. Would y'all please share this with me on your Facebook page? Please, just go ahead and share it. Everybody, just share it so others can hear. I think some real good things have been said. But I want you all to thank you for joining in today. Each one of y'all take about a minute and say something to the people, and then we're gonna close out the show.
Okay.
Just, take this day and remember how you can help someone and love for real. Just take a minute and think about it. Such a beautiful show. Glad
Thank
to be a
you.
part.
Thank you so much.
I think that you have to really have a good understanding of who you are. Giving comes from you. If you don't want to give, that's more about you than the person you're giving to. So I think you ought to need to be thinking about what's in your heart more than anything else. Love this show. Love being on it. Please come back because I am co-hosting in January. So we're going to have some actionable shows. So hope to see you in January.
Yes, Cindy will be my co-host the whole month of January.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
First Corinthians 15 and 58, it says, let nothing move you. Always give yourself fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain.
Yes.
Merry Christmas,
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, missionary.
Check on the elderly. Be grateful, forgiving, and thoughtful of others. Be careful of blowing on your horn or yelling at someone. You never know what's going on. Just be grateful and mindful and lovable, and check on elderly today.
Yeah.
Want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Have a great Christmas. And remember to be intentional about giving, whether it's acts of service, acts of love, giving love, showing up. But let's be intentional about our giving in any way that you give. Let's be intentional and showing up for each other, showing up for yourself, showing up for your families, your loved ones, your friends, your children. Just show up and let them know that you are there for them, supporting them always. And don't just be a receiver, be a giver as
Be a
well.
giver.
Merry Christmas.
Amen. Amen.
And I would end this. I would end by saying this. Each one of us are married to some wonderful men.
Yes.
Yes.
And one of the gifts that God has given to us, He's given each one of us a wonderful husband.
Yeah.
Our husbands are fantastic. They allow us to be who we are. And my husband, I must say, I am all over the place, but he allowed me to go, 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 go. Every last one of us have a wonderful husband, and that's a gift to us. And we don't take that gift lightly. We honor the men in our life. We have an awesome brother. Our brother
Yes.
is fantastic. So
Yes.
I just want to say we got awesome other siblings of our husbands. Our husbands' siblings are fantastic. And so I
Yes.
want to say, and all of us, y'all, we just love each other. That's all. That's all. We just love each other. And that's what I want to ask you to do this year, the end of 2020 and all of 2021. Just love each other, y'all. Just buckle up and love. You don't have the money, that ain't important. Just love somebody. Share what you have. And what you have is you. Share it. Share you with somebody else.
That's
Um,
good.
I would invite everybody to come to Village Inn with me. And you can come. I'm getting ready to go right now. As soon as I hang up, it's going to be Dutch treat.
You mean you pay for yourself?
That's what that means. So I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Judy,
I want to say be safe and enjoy your.
Judy, I want to volunteer to pay for the first person from the radio show who shows up at Village Inn. I'll pay for their breakfast or their lunch.
All right.
So if someone shows up there from the radio station, I will pay for their lunch.
You better know she will, because she's gonna cash at me, because she don't send me my money. Y'all gonna be seeing right. Y'all gonna be seeing right there at that restaurant. We got to get out of here. Priscilla,
All right, love y'all.
thank you.
Bye-bye. Love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Thank you,
Merry
Mom. Thank you to everybody
Love you.
on this Facebook page. Thank you. I absolutely love you. Again, Dot D, thank you so very much. One of the best program directors it is. We absolutely love y'all. From Judy and her sisters. Real
Love you
talk.
guys.
We love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Love y'all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.